Hi, I'm Craig Shields from 2 Green Energy. I just had an interesting experience that I'd like to relate. I'm in the process of finishing up my book on renewables, whose working title is Renewable Energy Facts and Fantasies, and it contains a chapter on the sociology of driving. I have a theory that we as a society are in the process of making a quantum shift in our attitudes there. Right now, most of us view the cars we drive as far more than utilitarian objects. Cars may be about the wish to appear affluent, they may be about sex, they're certainly about a great number of things that have nothing to do with the practicalities of moving from A to B. But I believe that all of this is in the process of changing. I come across more and more people each week who realize that every time they put their foot on the gas pedal, they're doing so at the expense of the health and well-being of themselves and everyone else living on Earth. When this eventually hits a critical mass, it will cause an enormous change in our automotive purchasing behavior. I point out that such seismic shifts in attitude are not unprecedented. I recall what happened to mink coats in the 1960s. When I was a little boy, my mother and her friends wore mink when they went out to their parties. A few short years later, the whole world woke up to the brutality of the fur industry, and anyone stupid or selfish enough not to have gotten the message was regarded as a pariah, as a Cruella de Vil. So what was that interesting experience? When my proofreader came across this section in my book, she wrote, "Isn't this idealistic? Are you sure you want to say that?" I laughed when I read her note. "Yes, I'm sure. Thank you very much." Look how different a world it is now than it was a few years ago. 10 years ago, I think you would have gotten some pretty long odds against things like a black U.S. president, car companies mass-producing electric vehicles, and certainly the rapid migration to renewable energy. The world can change, it does change, and it changes by people simply changing their minds about how they'll live their lives. From all of us at 2 Green Energy, I'm Craig Shields, asking you to embrace that change, be a part of it, make it happen. Thanks so much for being here.